Peace. This is a brief, quick update on the garden, which I added on to, and also what's been going on since last week. As you can see, I got majority of the weeds pulled out, and I laid a layer of red mulch on top. I didn't pull these peppermints because I know the peppermints are real good in keeping mosquitoes away and also a lot of other bugs away. So I just left them, and I just put mulch around them. Over here, matter of fact, I'm gonna go on the other side, you know. And it's Memorial Day, which makes this is a full week from last week. A full 7 days passed by. Let me put this over here. So this is a full 7 days from last week. As you can see, most of the weeds are pulled out. Still got the ruda plant here, which I'm not gonna touch. Cut out some of the weeds that was around the base. You can see I did a pretty decent job. I'm feeling myself. Pretty clean. All along here, as you remember last week, I had plenty of weeds that was still around. Still got a couple of more squares to go as far as putting down more red mulch. But that'll probably be in the next week to come. But let me just start from over here. As you can see, the strawberry from last year plant is definitely growing good. It's definitely getting a lot of sunlight. From the rain we had last week, it did some justice to it. Over here, I forgot what I planted here. I think it might have been the pepper, but nothing sprouted yet. Nothing sprouted yet. And this bed over here, there's actually some good progress in this bed. I didn't think it was any progress until I planted that string bean plant over there, and I seen a lot of sprouts around there, a lot of growth going on. If you look over here, deep right here, you can see the buds starting to sprout. These are actually the green beans that I planted last week. Also over here, you can see more, another one sprouting. Over here, another one that's about to sprout. Over here, there's another one sprouting. There's a couple in there, like a nice little bundle of ones that's sprouting inside here. Over here, there's another one sprouting. And over here, I got 1, 2, 3. There's one in the cut here that you can hardly see. That's sprouting. And I'm pretty proud of myself for that. Last year, I started basically everything in a little small plant pot, a little tiny small container, and or little tiny cups. That's how I started mine last year, and they sprouted pretty good. But this year I said, you know what? I don't want to put too much cups and containers. I just want to start from the ground, from the foundation, and see where it takes me. And so far, with the green beans and the string beans, it's doing great. They are sprouting, baby. They are coming up. And as you remember, I also planted some peppers in here. They did not sprout yet. So, I don't know. I'm going to give that another week. If I don't see any growth with the peppers, I'm just going to just plant some more other things in here. Most of the green beans I'm going to plant again. Green beans, I got the golden beans, and I also got the exotic Burberry beans. Burgundy beans, sorry about that. Over here I still got the kale plant. I didn't want to just rip it out just yet. As you can see, it's getting too much sun, and it flowered already on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut up certain parts of it and just rip some stems off and use the base stem. As you can see right here, I'm going to use this base stem for my smoothies. Make a nice little green smoothie. It's packed with a lot of nutrients, so I don't want that to go to waste. Over here, as you can remember from last week, I had a pot which I planted the green beans in, and you can see they're sprouting. 1, 2, and 3. There's a tiny one right there in the cut that's sprouting. Get that leaf out of there. Right here, where the thumb is, sprouting. So good progress on the green beans. I really can't front. And in addition, over here, these are actually 4 different containers that I did today. These 3 up top, small ones, are the yellow beans. These are yellow string beans. Over here, the golden string beans, which is basically the same thing to me. Of course, over here, the peppermint that I spoke about. Over here, this is something I actually purchased today from Home Depot. This is rosemary. This is crazy because I really thought it was lavender because I bought it. I wanted to make like a little natural, organic repellent to keep away like bugs and mosquitoes. And the sign on it said lavender. And I was like, hold on, this is not lavender. I know rosemary when I see it. So this is actually rosemary. But whatever, I got another rosemary plant. The other one actually died. I put it in the compost pile today. As you can see, it's over there. Poor rosemary. You did a lot of good salad dressings and good sauce for me last year. But hopefully I could keep this for like another few years. I don't want to get rid of rosemary. I think that one had some kind of a bacteria, virus or something. Some kind of fungus or something. And over here, it's my first time actually buying this. Bought this today. This is the lemon thyme, which is good for like salads and cooking. Thyme is real good for flavor and everything like that. So yeah, it's keeping it looking good. I transferred everything to the pots and I put water in it. So over here, you already know from last year, they all sprouted up again. The black seed leaf lettuce. It's looking pretty good, man. I actually pulled out a few other ones last week because I tried to get the soil ready for planting. I actually had some growing along here that sprouted that I ripped up and pulled out. Okay, over here again, this is the rocket leaf kale. I'm sorry about that. Rocket leaf arugula. They call this rocket. I don't know why, but this is beautiful. It's coming up. You see it? It's actually a lot more healthier than last week. And I didn't plant nothing in that pot yet. I'm about to in a few. Over here was the tomatoes from last week that I planted. So far, nothing. No sprouted, nothing yet. But tomatoes, they do take time. I read they take, 12 to 14 days to sprout. So whatever, I'm still waiting and being patient with that. Now over here, remember I told you guys last week I was going to do something with this container? Yep, word is bond, regardless of whom or what. I made something and I put it in this container. This is actually the burgundy bush bean. This is my favorite bean. I love it. I had great results last year, so this year I'm gonna make it happen even more. Burgundy bush beans. I planted quite a few. I planted some in here also. I planted these are actually the yellow beans. Yellow beans in here. I planted that today. Planted some more golden beans in here. This bed over here. As you guys remember, last year I had nothing but cucumbers and sugar snap peas. I didn't do too good with the cucumbers, but the I didn't do too good with the sugar snap peas, but the cucumbers came out great. So again, I purchased today. These are regular cucumbers I purchased, and I planted in here. This is the lemon cucumber that I purchased, which I loved last year. I didn't get a lot of yields over it last year, but it came out pretty good. And over here, of course, is where the other cucumbers are planted with the seed, which I don't see no signs of sprouting yet, but staying patient. And over here, being that I got a trellis near here, I got some ice box watermelon, which I planted, which is like all from the same melon family. And I'm gonna see what goes from then on. And over here, last but not least, these are some more burgundy bush beans. Planted one in this pot, and I also planted some in here, this little cup container thing. and I'm gonna see where it takes me. Hopefully next week all of the beans will be sprouted next week. I'm like almost certain of that because this I planted last week and 7 days later I'm seeing results. And this is Shaw's Garden brief update. Everything is looking lovely over here. So far, I can't really complain. I feel like I got so much more to do, so much more things to catch up on. But I'm going to take it every 7 days. That's how I'm going to do it. My focus is to give you guys a video on the garden every 7 days. An update of what's going on. There's so much other things I really want to do. I want to buy a berry plant so I can always have growing every year. Probably put it somewhere in this corner here, and yeah, it is what it is. I don't want to throw this out, but thanks for watching. Peace.